What had the biggest impact for me was actually when I was a manager in this field. I started from an assistant, worked my way to executive director, so I held almost every role in this field. And so when I was a manager in a group home, I remember we had an individual who he would usually just bang his head, and he'll take your hand and put on his head, and you're like, oh, that's his behavior. That's how he has been for years. But he's always banging his head, and he'll put his hand on his forehead, on his nose. I'm like, but behavior is a communication. He was like, oh, but that's how he is. Don't worry about it. So then I said, you know what? Why don't we just get him a medical appointment just to make sure he's okay? Let's do a CAT scan. And come to find out, for all these years, he had a paper clip in his nose that's been hurting him.
Wow.
So that is why he's always banging his head.
Because he was in pain.
Yes.
Oh no.
And they did the surgery, and the mother said, wow, it must have happened years ago. And the doctor said it was a long time because scar tissue actually grew around it, and it was basically there. But just because he was there for years doesn't mean he was comfortable.